Hi guys, so I am 37 weeks and 2 days today. I didn't write down a lot of what happened for 36 weeks, but I do have a little bit to update, I guess. For week 36, I still kept going up in weight, and also for this week, I keep going up. So in a total of weight gain, I've gained 40 pounds. So that's a little scary and a little overwhelming, and I know it's mostly due to me not eating properly, and of course, the baby is still growing. So, yeah, that's not fun. To update on my sleeping, some nights are good, some nights are bad. Lately, last week I got a lot of nightly heartburn. It would basically start every night around supper time, even before I had supper. So it wasn't anything that I ate or anything around that. It just came. So, and then it would last basically all night. And so I tried to elevate my head, or my body at least, so that way it kind of keep everything down. And then also I'd get up in the middle of the night and have a glass of milk or something to kind of help soothe it. The other thing was I woke up in the middle of the night, and this was just on one occasion. I woke up with really bad back pain, but it was only on my left side, and I could feel contractions in my stomach and also in my back, but my back was the one that was really, really hurting. Um, so I actually had to pee in the middle of the night too. I think that's what triggered me to wake up mostly. But then the back pain just kind of, it started off all right, and then it got really bad, and then it went back down. So that's how they kind of explain contractions. So I'm assuming that that's what it was. And I did ask my doctor about it, and she had said that it's probably a sign of an actual contraction. So that night I was like, oh God, I'm gonna have to wake up my husband, or this is it. Maybe I'm going into labor. But I decided to wait, because it actually stopped. It completely stopped, and then all the pain went away, and I was like, oh wow, I don't feel anything. So then I just went back to bed, and then about an hour later it happened again. So I was like, oh great. But it didn't happen again after that. It just came and went, and I went back to bed. So I've been noticing pains like that a little more often lately. They're not frequent or anything like that. So until they become frequent and you can time them, then that's probably when I'll be going to the hospital for labor. So for 37 weeks, I had a doctor's appointment to check the baby's heartbeat. Since 2 weeks ago, he was having irregular heartbeat, or his heart was skipping during the scan, or whatever you want to call it. Excuse me. So this time, they went in and did an ultrasound on him, and there was nothing at all. So, if you ever hear of this, or if you have any concerns with it, definitely give up the cocoa butter lotion. Any kind of cocoa butter, because it does have the caffeine in it, and it can affect your baby. So. That's a huge thing. And I also gave up chocolate. So I know I only have 3 weeks left, but giving up chocolate is really hard. Like, especially now when you can't have it, it's like I want it even more. And there's chocolate chips in my cupboard, and I really want to eat them, but I'm going to try so hard to just not eat them because I know it's going to affect my baby. So, staying away from chocolate is going to be hard. I think it's harder than giving up alcohol, because I really don't care about alcohol, but chocolate is like so hard to give up. But yeah, so that is awesome. It was great to see him. My husband actually got to see him on the ultrasound for the first time. We saw his little feet, and he has the cutest, the biggest, like pouty lips, and oh, I can't wait for him to just come out and see him. And he is low. They never really said how low or anything, but he's actually angling this way. Like, his body's on this side, and then his face is angling that way. So he's not even aligned with my cervix. He's kind of sideways. So they couldn't even really get like a good measurement of his head, because he's so low, and also he was sideways. So they estimated his weight to be about 6 pounds 8 ounces. So he's on track, but he is bigger than probably the average size baby at this point. And then right after that, I had my regular doctor's appointment with my OB, and she also checked his heart rate to see if it was skipping, and there is nothing there either. So I was like, awesome, it's gone, and hopefully it doesn't come back. They did say if when he's born that they notice it, then obviously they're going to have to look more into it. But for right now, he's fine. So fingers crossed that everything is okay when he's born and he's a perfectly healthy baby. They also said my actual doctor's going on vacation, so she's going to be gone for I think a couple weeks. So on my appointment next week, I won't see her probably the week after. So I'll be going to a different doctor to hopefully they'll check my cervix and stuff for dilation and stuff like that. But she never checked any of that stuff this time, so we'll see next week. And yeah, I think that's all my updates. I've got my hospital bag ready. I didn't really pack anything for my husband. It's just kind of a spur of the moment thing that I think I'm going to be doing, is like grabbing little things to take with us. And hopefully, I'm hoping my camera's charged, or I use the iPad actually. So if it's, I'm hoping it'll be charged at the time that things happen, and that way everything will work out. But I mean, you never know when they're going to come. They're going to come when they want to. And everybody around me that's pregnant right now is having their babies, and it makes me jealous. And I'm kind of just like, okay, I'm next. I'm like, all right, baby, you can come out. And even hubby, he's like, okay, get out for walks every night. And even my dad was saying, get out for walks so that way I can kind of speed up, getting things going or rolling. But we'll see. I mean, he's getting big. He's still kicking, kicks his feet out here. Even on the ultrasound, he was playing with his little feet, and it was so cute. So I just can't wait to have him here, and I just want to get the whole labor thing over with. I've been watching too many videos, I think, watching people, be in pain and their experiences and stuff, and I just kind of want to get it over and done with. I'm looking to have a natural birth, and I'm really hoping that I can stick with it, but I know, like, even just like the little contractions that I have had in my back, like, they're really bad. So I'm like, it's gonna get worse than that, probably a lot worse. So it's a little scary to kind of find out what's coming, and not knowing, or not knowing what to expect is scary. So I just kind of want to get it done and over with, basically. And I just want my baby, and I don't want to stress about anything else. Especially like we have our house for sale, and we're working on our other house, and moving and thoughts like that. I just kind of don't want to even think about it, and just kind of put it on the back burner and just worry about baby coming and hoping that he's healthy and everything goes good. But yeah, so I think that's all I have to update. I usually always think of something later on that I want to talk about, but I don't know right now. So that's about it. My stretch marks are the same. I haven't had any swelling or anything like that, knock on wood. But other than that, things are pretty good, and I'm just wanting baby to come. All right, so I'll give you an update next week to see, or maybe it could be the next week after that. It might be 2 weeks, just to see, how my next appointments go, if there's anything to really update on, because I mean, not a whole lot happens during this time. The only kind of labor things that have been happening were those contractions I had last week. So other than that, there's nothing really to show that he's coming. So it's probably gonna be a little while before he shows up. So I think that's it, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.